Yo. What's going on, everybody? I'm your captain PS4, John Gotti, and this is the Let's Overreact podcast where we just use the eye test because it never let us down. Today we'll be talking about Shedeur Sanders, why he's not the number one overall pick, and possibly what this means for him in his career. And we just gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna start you guys off with a little story. When I was younger, um, I'd make when I used to get like bad grades, right, and whatnot. Of course, you get like the progress report, and you bring it home to mom. You know what I'm saying? And mom talk to you like, "Hey, you better than this." You know what I'm saying? Are you doing everything you can do? Oh no, you wasn't because when you was sure you was playing the game too much, or you know what I'm saying. Mom can help me navigate through things because she know me best, right? Or she'll look at a grade by, well, shit, you did the best you can do. Oh yeah, you got a D in English. You can't talk anyway. So I don't expect this to be an A. You know what I'm saying? It was just situations like that parents could navigate through because they knew or know their child is the point of the conversation. The reason I believe Shedeur Sanders isn't going number one over Cam because he hasn't been through adversity by himself. Shador always has been coached by his dad. Always been coached by his dad from what I'm saying, high school. Well, when he first picked up a ball, I'm pretty sure Dion was right there. Hey, listen, do this, do that. And when it comes down to Dion being the head coach for Shador's college career, you can understand that dad is there saying, "Listen, I know Shador can do this. I know he can do this with these people around him." Opposed from him um, being with a different coach and how he'll respond to adversity as someone else coaching him. I think that plays a lot in the mentality of a player, and I feel like that's what these teams are looking at. They're making up things, and they're afraid to say, "Listen, I don't want him because he's Deion Sanders' son." Well, that'll only be the beginning of the conversation. I feel like they don't want him because they don't know what he's gonna be like with not having Dion next to him. You understand that? If that coach has been in your ear, your head, your whole career, you respond differently. Now somebody else is there. We don't know what you will do. We don't know what you will do. They're hiding behind um crappy facts and thoughts. I was listening to a podcast and the dude said Shadur doesn't have an arm. He throws a softball. But first and foremost, when under these same circumstances, Peyton Manning, the wobbly ball that Peyton Manning threw, it was still catchable. And Peyton Manning is still one of the GOATs. Nobody talks about that. Nobody says that. But just for giggles and shits, let's just be optimistic. Some of Shador's notable games where he had high passing yards, TCU 510 yards, September 2nd, 2023. Stanford 400 yards, October 13th, 2023. USC 371 yards, September 30th, 2023. That don't sound good enough? We already know he's extremely accurate. So that's not a conversation topic. But I do understand, I say this with conviction, because you was accurate in college, that doesn't mean that you'll shoot that same clip in NFL. So I understand that. But let's look at for Shador uh passing attempts, completion attempts. And Stanford completed 380 completions, 47 attempts. Nebraska 31 completions, 42 attempts. TCU 38 completions, 47 attempts. The reason isn't the arm. It's I don't know what he gonna do outside of Dion. And I'm be real with you. For me, it's Ken Ward's the same way, right? Oh, not the Dion thing. You don't know how long he's gonna be with the organization. Cause you all can agree the best way to build a team is letting that quarterback piece be the last piece. Be the last piece. I kind of felt like Baltimore was together. They got what's his face? The quarterback over there. They got him like the 31st pick or 32nd pick. Yeah, they got Jackson like 30, 31 or 32. You know what I'm saying? Lamar was a beast anyway, but he wasn't number one, top 10 overall. You know what I'm saying? Lamar got there, he said that he was ready. I don't think I think that people are afraid to say what this really is. With Shedeur Sanders, you have 4 years with him by itself. If it's not progressive for Shedeur or the football team, or are you just making Shedeur look bad? I promise Deion Sanders is coming with his luggage. He's bringing Marshall Falk, running back coach, Warren Sapp, defensive line coach. He's bringing his whole team to wherever Shador is at. If I'm a coach, I'm saying, listen, I don't want Shador because I may not have a job in 4 years. I don't want to deal with that. But if that's not the case, and Deion Sanders don't go where Shador is at, I guarantee Shador goes to where Deion is at. Shador goes to where Deion is at. Deion just signed a 5 year deal in Colorado. 4 years that rookie contract. Shador not doing his thing. Here come Dad. Here come Dad because you know what? There are not a lot of NFL teams that will say no to Deion Sanders and what he's been doing in college football. And no matter what Deion Sanders say, hey, listen, I don't want to go. I'm cool here this third. My baby boy need me because y'all not running that offense right. You ever seen a player and it was like, well, this is the offense they ran in college, and this is what they doing in the fields. It's not adding up. Where the numbers go? You think for 1 second Deion Sanders gonna let his baby boy look bad? You got another thing coming. You think he gonna let his baby boy look bad and he has the ability to change it? You got another thing coming. So they got him dropping down to 10 to New Orleans. I feel like that's a good fit for him. But the perfect fit for any quarterback into that coming in because I feel like if the team is built right, they got the offensive line there already. Kind of like what the Vikings got going on, right? It's like they're ready. The team is ready. Any team, any quarterback. Sam Darnold looked like a freaking stud. Sam Darnold looked like the steal of the century, and then just got totally exposed in the playoffs. Well, it's the first 3 games leading up to the playoffs. I feel like you build the team first. You get the quarterback in on a rookie contract, and he's so used to winning that he takes the pay cut, and that starts the culture of listen, we're winners. My quarterback took a pay cut, so I'm gonna take a pay cut. And since we're talking about quarterbacks who didn't take a pay cut, Joe Shiesty, Joe Shiesty, Joe Shiesty. I've been thinking this forever. Joe Shiesty, you ever seen a girl, a beautiful girl, but on Instagram she need the filters and the makeup to look just way more attractive, right? That's kind of what Joe Shiesty did. Oh, Joe Burrow did in Cincinnati, right? You had your guy. You had Chase already. Chase is the man, triple crown. Y'all did it big. But you don't think T. Higgins is a little bit too much? Last year, the season y'all needed defense. So instead of the team trading T. Higgins and getting some really good draft capital or really good help for that defensive line, no. You go on a press run. Well, hopefully they get paid. Pay them. No, no. You know what? I'm gonna take a pay cut so we can pay him, so we can still get this team together, so we can make the playoffs. So like I would feel so uncomfortable if I didn't make the playoffs because I needed one of my rival teams to win. And they obviously blow the game because they don't want to see you. That let me know, bro, we're almost there. Newsflash for everybody over. That division's getting better. Harbaugh ain't playing over there. No Chargers ain't playing, they coming. And what are you doing? Wasting money on unnecessary things. T. Higgins is an outstanding player, but y'all need defense. And y'all opt out of that route to pay him. So if Joe Burrow get hurt or anything, y'all watched. Y'all done. Y'all may be in one of the most competitive divisions. And this is what y'all doing off season. Because Joe Burrow needs makeup and a filter. Instead of taking one or the other and making it rock from there and relying on your greatness, Joe Shiesty, because Tom Brady did it with less. And instead of you being on that route, you choose this route, which totally kills the defense. And that's why players don't run teams. That's why players don't run teams because this is the stuff we'll do. Joe Shicey's gonna go for every passing award you can make up next season. But shit, they probably only have 9, 10 wins. Defense can't stop a nosebleed. They gonna have to score 50 points because the defense giving up 52. It's crazy. But back to Shedeur, I feel like when it comes to Shedeur, he shouldn't worry about what the draft number says. If it's one, if it's two, if it's three, if it's four. I feel like more importantly, as long as you get into the league with a team that understands, listen, this is how we gonna win with you. I don't care if it's one, two, or three. Titans, as soon as they draft Cam Ward, they are on the clock. They are on the clock. Cause Cam Ward is not staying past them 4 years if they not doing nothing. Cam Ward said, I'm making a business decision by not playing and hanging out his guys to dry during a bowl game. I'm making a business decision. So he gonna make that same business decision in 4 years. Give me my max contract. Give me my money. Oh my God, we're not winning. Well, I'm leaving. I'm making a business decision. It's one thing to think this stuff is another thing to say it out loud. It's one thing to think this stuff is another thing to say it out loud. And when Cam Ward put that out there in the atmosphere, he can never take it back. And that's one thing the Titans should take in consideration while they're doing everything they're doing. How could we be able to win? What are we putting around him? Do we got offensive line? Do he got weapons? Because we've seen Chicago do it. Or feel like they're doing it. We're gonna get Justin Fields. We're gonna get him weapons. We're gonna do this. Are we putting them in predicaments to win? Okay, that didn't work. Let's go get another dude. Potentially do him the same way. I'm not comparing Fields to McCann, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The stuff that's going on don't make sense, and they're hiding behind things that are proven to be untrue. And who's gonna be the person to step and say, "Listen, that's not true" when you said it. So everything Shadur did at Colorado don't mean nothing. That you can come and just blatantly say, "I mean, he ain't got a strong arm," or "He's not this, he's not that." What? What? It don't make sense to me. But that's what we gotta do when we're afraid to say what it really is. Listen, we don't want to deal with Deion Sanders. And I don't think we can put Shador in a comfortable position for him to do what he did in college. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for your attention, man. Make sure everybody take a second, like, follow, and share. Let me know in the comment below. You agree or disagree? That's it, Lord. That's it. Lord is out. Y'all have a good day.